Good morning, sir. What sir?
हा सर जॉईन झालो आहे मी करूया सुरू
आवाज येतोय आवाज?
येस येतोय
सुरू करू टाका. हो सर, चालेल
Yes,
सर.
yes.
Good morning, students. This is our seventh day of Sir C.V. lecture series. Our today's guest speaker is Dr. Dhammajyot. He is working as an assistant professor in the Department of Physics, Arts, Commerce and Science College, Dharangaon, Jalgaon district. He has completed his PhD from Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Aurangabad. And today he is going to talk on learning physics through an innovative ideas. I am sure Dr. Dhammajyot will share us his experience and innovative ideas to learn physics and remember physics.
Good morning and thank you, Dr. Kharat for Good morning, and thank you, Dr. Prashant Karat, for inviting me in the lecture series. I personally welcome undergrad students in the today's lecture. I'm going to introduce you something new that you may not studied before. So, in today's lecture, we are going to study to learn how to create mind maps to get success in the examinations. So, particularly, this mind map we use after the understanding the topic. If you fully understand the topic step by step, then you use the mind map to study effectively, to memorize the long time a particular topic, and you can also use this mind map for the fast revision. So let's start. So let's just look at this picture and you just go through the minor details. Okay, you just go through the colors, what keywords are here, and stop and close your eyes. Now you have closed your eyes, and you will see, you will remember some keywords, some colors, some arrows, some pictures in your mind. Okay, so you see that keywords you are remembering and some colors and pictures. This because that picture are captured by your mind and are stored in your memory. And let me show you another picture. Just look at the picture. You see in the middle the chemistry and the another lines or the directions. You see the different directions. You see the another branch of the chemistry. You see the another side the solutions and then energy fuels, and the another side the classification of matter. You see these are the different keywords. We have used directions here. And again, if I ask you to repeat the previous process, close your eyes and for a minute and just remember what you have seen, then you clearly remember some keywords, some directions, and some colors. Okay. You you see these techniques, or I can say the notes written with this technique are called mind maps. You see all these pictures are mind maps, and these techniques use the power of both the left brain and the right brain, while the traditional notes use primarily the left brain. As a result, the mind maps are the best for the purpose of memory and recall. In addition, the advantage of mind map technique is creative, which you learn later in this today's session. So again, let me show you another mind map. Just the many physics students may aware of this topic. You see the simple harmonic motion or a wave. You see it is at the center, the force is directly proportional to the restoring force, and here we are showing the differential equation. And on this side you see the expression of velocity in SHM, and in the left side the expression of acceleration of SHM. Again, the energies of SHM, and in the left hand side, again, if you see on the right side, the time period of SHM and the frequency of linear and angular frequencies are shown here. Again, if you go further down, you see for the conical pendulum, the time period is like that, and oscillation of liquid in a tube, the time period is this. So again, the floating body, the time period is given this. If you go to the left hand side for the simple pendulum, and if you compare the simple pendulum and conical pendulum, and the time period is given here. Again, the oscillations of liquid in your tube, and then compare with combination of spring, and then with the some glasses and the single spring, the time period is calculated like that. So you see, after the understanding the topic, you have been very aware of the topic, and then you made this mind map for a better revision. Instead of this, if I give you the 20 pages of this in writing in of these notes, then you may not understand, you may not be very quickly memorize or quickly revise this topic, but using this map or the mind map, I must say, you can memorize the things very quickly, and you can also revise the topic quickly using this mind map. So these mind maps are very effectively, and you can use these mind maps to study and to work in an examination purpose. And I assure you, you will be the effectively 99% than your competitors or you another student in the class. Then let me tell you that the mind maps are effective technique to learn the physics. Also, the another science subjects like chemistry, then botany, zoology also, you can use these techniques. So how to create this mind map, and what are the prerequisites to creating the mind map, and or what are the thumb rules for creating this mind maps. So you see, this is not traditional. So how the brain stores the memory, and why we are not using the traditional notes. So we are going to discuss in the today's lecture. You see, the every word has many meanings. Okay, if I ask you to write the meaning of this given words, then you write down the meanings of these words in your notebook. Okay, so you will go with the dictionary, and you will find the single word has a different meaning, and according to this you will write down the meaning. If I ask you, don't go with the dictionary, write down your meaning, so you have probably noticed that the meaning you gave for the word above, they're only a part of the dictionary meaning. Okay, for some of these common words, even the meaning you gave may have been different from the dictionary meaning. Understand? Thus, the true meaning a word has for you is still different from the definition you gave, as well as the definition the dictionary gave. In your mind, word have different meaning based on your experiences senses, these are the true meanings for you. Actually, word may have more meaning for you, and word can have different true meanings for different persons. For example, let you consider the word night here. This meaning for the different person is different. Like if a child or a kid, the word night may means the fear, and for lovers, the word night may mean beautiful moonlight and the night of love. And the another for a thief person, the night may mean a work, or the night worker, this night mean may the work. And for the people like the police on the duty, night may mean danger, and this on meaning we can extract, we can take meaning what we feel. And you see, if someone have worked hard and is expecting success, the word night may mean the darkest hour of night, and it simply signifies that sunrise is near, and that success is near. So you see, a simple word here, night, may mean almost infinite meaning to different people based on their experiences in life. Similarly, each word can mean many different things to different persons. So here, dictionary meaning and true meaning are the very important concepts. Then you see the key concepts and keywords, the nature of memory, and get ready for the small exercise. If I ask you, describe any book or any place or any movie you recently seen, or a place you visited, or any program you have been just watched, and I will ask you to close your eyes and do it for about a minute. Then see, you may not be recite it word by word. For what happened, you may remember is main features, outline some important evidence of the films or the books. Then see, you use the keywords or key concepts in that. You remember things as a key words and key concepts rather than word for word details and word for word description. This is the very nature of your memory. Understand? So the memory keywords and the creative keywords, you see, these are the keywords in two types. We have just divided it: memory keywords and creative keywords. And you see, the memory keywords and help memory, and the creative keywords help creativity. So what is exactly is the difference between them? The memory keywords generate some specific meanings in your mind. The creative keywords generate many different possible meaning in your mind. Let us see an example to understand the difference. Here is a paragraph from, you can read some paragraph, and you may paragraph of say the picture of any movie, and you see, if you read this paragraph or any paragraph or any story, so you may get some words from the story, and then if I tell you, imagine 10 years from imagine 10 years from today, and I'm going to ask you after 10 years to tell me the what paragraphs you have been read, you had read, and then I will ask you to recite this paragraph. Then you will see your mind will automatically go to the keywords and some creative keywords and memory keywords, and then you see, if you choose many keywords, then after 10 years you may not recall all things, but you may recall few keywords, and that keywords connect the story, and then you may able to recite this again. So for as a student, you are using the different notes, like this traditional notes you are taking in your daily basis, and another notes you may taking in the outline form. You may take the notes. So these forms of notes develop because we human being talk in a linear sequence of work. We write also in linear sequences of work. So people started writing linear notes so they can learn the anything very in their linear sequence. So how the brain stores information? You see, to understand one aspect of how your brain stores information, let us do a simple exercise here. For a minute, you just think of all things that the word red. Okay, just think about the word red, and just close the idea in your mind, and the thoughts go in all directions. Understand? These things go in all directions, and the keywords that comes in your mind are like red is your t-shirt, maybe the red, and your shoes, maybe the red. Like you think about the reds are the flowers are reds, then some roses are reds, and you see the flowers and roses may be the beautiful. Again, you may say in the another direction, you may think that your vehicle color is red, and you ride faster, and you may feel good. So that the connection of the this red, and then again, if you say, if I say the red, then you may think about something hot to hot thing, and then hot may be the tea or anything like that. So you see, this is a good representation of how ideas, words, and concepts are connected in your brain. Okay, so you notice that one word or thought connection to another, then to another, and to another, and so on it goes. Then you break the chain, come back to this red, and start another chain of words. Linear notes cannot capture this flow of thoughts. Understand? This thinking can be much better shown in the following this picture, and you this is a good representation of how ideas interconnect of your brain. So then you can use this technique to revise or memorize the thing, or to store the something a very long time in your memory, so you can make this memory maps or mind maps. So dear student, how to make memory maps? You see, you have to use memory maps after understanding the topic. Once you know, you fully understand the topic, then you can make the mind maps to revise and to store the information long time to your memory. So how to make mind maps? You see, so we are going to learn new style of taking note, and that uses this knowledge of how the brain stores and organizes information. This technique is called mind map. Okay, so for how to create the mind map, so use keywords or key phrase at the center. Just we have used in this. Use some keywords at the center, and then the draw line from the center. You see, we draw the line from the center, then draw line from the center, and then on each line, if I take to you the previous slide, you see on each line write keywords in capital letters. So you can write these keywords capital letters. Using the capital letters helps you revise and memory. Use only one word per line. Okay, use one word per line. And using capital letters helps revise and memory, and using one word per line, this make it easy to make connections. Okay, this is to make connections and let flow the idea. The next step is let flow the idea and do not think hard. Okay, so let flow the idea and do not think very much or very hard. Just write down whatever comes to your mind, and the aim is to write everything that your mind thinks about this central idea. Your mind thinks faster than you can write, so you should not pause or stop momentarily. Just keep writing or drawing and thus get the mind map by using this rule. This is not a thumb rule, this is not universal rule. Just for understanding, I have just given this rule, and you may find anywhere this rule. And you see, for creating the attractive or more memorable mind maps, you can use some colors. Okay. Colors are very useful in mind maps. We remember colorful diagrams more easily as compared to black. So colors helps us both parts of your brain. Okay, so you can make image colorful, you can write in color, you can use color to show that different parts of mind map are related in some way. If you use arrows to show connections between different keywords, connections of mind map. An arrow can have one head or more than one head. Okay, so you can use arrows here. Then you can use the quotes, different quotes you can use, like the asterisk and then question mark. Then another quotes you can use, and you can use exclamation mark also, and asterisk cross. You can use many things to understand or to memorize the concept very easily. Then again, you can use shapes, use squares, circles, and triangles to mark the area in mind map that are related in some way. They can also show the order of importance. For the example, use squares for most important ideas, circles for less important ideas, and triangles for the last important ideas. And note that ideas near the center of the mind map are more important. Then again, we can use the three-dimensional shape, so you can make some of the shapes in the dimension, and then for example, you can cover some pictures in ice cubes like that, some bars, three-dimensional bars. So that the things you can use to make your mind map more memorable. Then how are mind maps better than ordinary notes? A mind map is far superior than linear notes. Many ways. First and the most important is that the mind map technique uses the current scientific knowledge about how the mind stores and organizes information. Okay, mind map use only keywords and key concepts, while linear notes use complete sentence and paragraph. Keywords and key concepts use only 10% of the word. So if you use linear notes, you waste time writing about 90% additional words, and more importantly, you waste time reading this 90% additional words every time you revise. In linear notes, you waste time searching for the keywords because they are mixed up with non-keywords. Okay, that is non-memory words. And the mind map has the following additional advantages that are: mind map clearly show the central idea or thing. The relative importance of any idea is clearly shown. The ideas nearer to the center are more important. The links or consequences between the key ideas are clearly shown. The nature of the structure makes it easy to add new information without scratching or writing small letters. Each mind maps look different from other mind map and thus helps memory. And when you use mind maps, you don't have to worry about the problems usually associated with the linear nodes, such as order, sequence, impasses of ideas, beginning, ending, and organization. These problems are simply eliminated in the mind map techniques. And what are the best way to take notes? You see, the best way to take note is combine both mind maps and the other types of I can say the graphic and the linear. You can use the left page of left page of your notebook for mind map and other right page is for descriptions. Okay, so when you're going to revise the this you are using your notebook, then you can easily memorize. You can easily revise because in your left side you see some mind maps with visualization of mind maps, and on the right side you will see the traditional notes. So initially you may not feel totally comfortable with this process. With 1 week practice, you will begin to feel comfortable. Okay, so you can use also margins for save time while revising. I recommend you buy your own book so that you can use your precise time more effectively by making marks in the book margin. Use use one line for important section, 2 lines for easy section, and way line for difficult section. Okay, so you can use different lines like zigzag line for different section, straight line for important section, and for double line, double zigzag line for the easy sections. So you see, the most important step now is to practice. Now you have the learn everything, you understand the topic, you have created the mind maps, you are trying to revising, you try to recite it, but if you want to memorize it very long time, then the one most important thing is a practice and practice only. So you have read about mind maps, now you to benefit, start writing driving mind maps for your study and notes, and even a shopping list you can use the mind maps. So if you take the advantages very effectively of these techniques or the mind maps, you have to practice more time. You see, there is no thumb rule of making mind maps, but what the techniques you like, after practicing, you make your own rules. Okay, so you can make your own rules for memorizing or revising the topic very quickly and effectively. So I must stop here. Thanks for attention. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Gaikwad sir. I hope Dr. Gaikwad share us his knowledge to us, and that is very much helpful to our students. And he told about the innovative learning methods, and that could help to all the students to remember the all the phenomena to the students. And with this, I would like to thank Dr. Dhammajyot Gaikwad sir for delivering this wonderful lecture and share his knowledge with our students. And with this, today's session is over, and our tomorrow's session is delivered by the Dr. Abhijit Bansod sir. He's working on the working in the assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics, Vinayak Vidya Mahavidyalaya, Nandgaon, Khandeshwar, and he will take a live lecture. And his topic is cosmology, the evaluation of universe. The lecture tomorrow's lecture will sharply start on the 12 p.m. So all the students are hereby requested to join at 12 p.m. sharply. Okay. So hence, now I'm concluding this today's lecture. Thank you, sir. What sir?